Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video review. This time we have the Star Wars The Elite series Disney Store exclusive Elite Praetorian Guard. So going over the packaging here, this is the only figure that I picked up from the Elite series. I do want to get the others minus R2-D2. However, I am going to wait until they're on sale because the Elite series figures, if you wait a couple months, they always go on sale and you know, they can get pretty low. I brought the when I brought this guy, I brought some other Rogue One figures there, and they had them for $350. So you know, they can get pretty cheap. But overall, packaging is quite nice. Although I do miss the fact that it doesn't have a strong color, you know, background like just this one. You know, I did love the fact that you had the bright blue and then it was outlined in a metallic blue, and then the same thing for the Force Awakens but in red. I really liked that, and I was hoping that they would stick with that theming and give us another one with a new color, with either red to kind of go back to the new trilogy design, or to do a different color and then make it like green or something. That's really what I was hoping for this series, but unfortunately they didn't do that. They've made it more generic, which is definitely disappointing, but what are you going to do? Overall, going over the actual figure here, the Praetorian Guards I'm very excited for in this new movie, and definitely want to get my hands on an Elite Series one right away. This is the only one that they have made. I could see them making some more though, considering they would only require a new head sculpt and a new weapon. Other than that, the Praetorian Guards use the same design, so it would be kind of an easier one for them to do. Going over this figure, going over the head sculpt first. Alright, overall, I do like this head sculpt. I think it's very cool. It's very samurai-ish. There are some great lines in there and some great detail in the design of this helmet. However, it's not that they don't really pop at all. It would have been kind of nice if they put a little bit of a black wash in there just to really make that detail pop, because it's there. It's just you really can't see it unless you're looking very close, which is disappointing. The top section of the head is kind of this harder rubber, and unfortunately, because it's packaged with its head to the side, this side is kind of getting smashed into the package, and therefore it doesn't really go perfect. As you can see, it comes down on this side further than it does on this side, which is definitely disappointing. So I do kind of continually try to adjust it. However, it does kind of flip back into place, which is definitely disappointing. The armor, I really love. I love the armor. I think it looks great. I love the way that the arms layer on each other. I think that looks very cool. And just his overall design is very sharp and very pointy. I do like that a lot. And then what's unique about the Elite series is that its armor is extremely shiny. I mean, the Black series, 3¼ inch and 6-inch one, have shinier armor. However, this is the shiniest of all of them. It really pops, and I think that just overshine looks wonderful. So I'm quite happy with that. And then there is a little blue dot right there that's painted very well, but it is a very small detail. The little skirt section is a rubber. There's not a whole lot of detail going on there. It's very flat. Wish that they did sculpt some lines to make it look like there was wrinkles. They did a bit on the back, however, it's not done enough. I wish that they went a little more extreme with that. And as you can see, they do cover up the screw holes now. There's only the two on the shoulders that are still visible. Even on the legs. Yeah, see, as you can see on the side of the legs, they're covered up, which is nice that they do that, considering so many people had an issue with it for The Force Awakens. The legs, I like the armor. The boots, I think, look very good. The feet are quite nice. And then I know that a lot of people do complain about the Elite series being able to stand, some of them having looser ankles. That is definitely not the case with this guy. I usually don't have that problem. I really only have that problem on one figure of mine, but I usually don't have the problem. But on this guy, his ankles are very tight, like overly tight, so you don't have to really worry about that. The thighs are they're quite thin, which look a little odd. However, when this is down, you don't even notice it, but when you just have this up, you do notice that the thighs do look pretty thin, and they are very clean. There's no detail on them at all. That's a huge issue, and that's something that the 3¼ inch one did correctly. Like, as you can see, look at some great detailing on the thighs there, which is obviously lacking on this Elite Series one, which is just definitely disappointing. Going over his articulation before we talk about his accessory, he's got a ball-jointed head, which is on a very stiff joint, and it actually has a really good range to it. As you can see, you can get a great tilt there. He can look down a nice amount. He can look up, you know, pretty solid, and then, of course, side to side. Ball hinge shoulders, which can go up very nicely. Do be careful, though, of scratching the the arms together because it could chip the paint. Yeah, just single hinge elbows, but they go even more than 90 degrees, which is quite nice. Swivel at the wrist. He has a swivel at the thigh. Ball jointed hips, which can kick out very far. It doesn't really get hindered by this at all. And then they do go to the side just a bit. So, you know, they go to the side actually a decent amount. However, they definitely kick up further than they go to the side. Then you have single hinge knees, which go 90 degrees, and then hinge swivel ankles. So overall, articulation is completely standard for the Elite Series. I do think that one of these days they're going to have to update it by giving us a rotation at either the bicep or the elbow, because not being able to have these characters hold their weapons with two hands or guns with two hands is a huge issue that is pretty easily fixed. I would even give up a bit of the leg articulation to have that. You know, I would give up the ankle articulation if they just gave us the swivel there, because you don't really need ankle articulation on these guys. You're not going to put them in super dynamic poses. However, to be able to hold their weapons in two hands would have been really nice. The blade itself, whoa, gotta really get them good here. All right, there you go. You know, I really, for the most part, I don't have issues with the Elite Series figures standing. I do, if you just take your time and really get them in a solid position, they won't fall. But anyway, going over his accessory, it can connect and form a larger weapon, which I think looks great. I absolutely love this. I love the shape of it, the way that it bends, and it's like a half of an 8, and you've got the blades on either side. It's painted very nicely, and it holds on very sturdy, you know, in its place, and you can hold that, of course. Then you can untab it and make two separate blades, which I think is very cool. And of course he can hold that as well. And he can hold the weapons pretty nicely. If you're like posing them, they might fall out of his hands every now and then, but overall, you know, he can hold them well, so that does look cool. And as you can see, he looks pretty awesome with those blades. Down to the side so you can really see him. Yeah, very nice indeed. So overall, I do like this figure. Also, it's obviously die-cast, so there's a hefty amount of weight to this guy. I believe the only things that aren't die-cast are the hands, the weapons, the head sculpt, and the feet. I think and obviously the skirt. Everything else is die-cast. It feels you know, very cold, which I do like, and it does feel extremely heavy as well, which is standard for the Elite Series. Giving you a quick comparison here. With the 3 3/4 inch Praetorian Guard. It's the only other Praetorian Guard that I have at the moment. I did purchase the Black Series one, but it is not here yet, so you know, I'll be able to compare them together in the Black Series review, all three of these. But overall, I do like this Praetorian Guard figure. Do I think it's worth $27? No, just because the Elite Series has proven that it doesn't need to cost that much, considering they always go on sale. So I wouldn't recommend buying these characters on full price for many reasons. I mean, the only reason that I paid full price for this one was, first of all, I was kind of excited to get a Praetorian Guard figure, just in general, of any series. So I was excited about that. I wanted to physically buy something on Force Friday because I was doing most of my purchasing online. So to actually get something in stores was really fun. And also, the Disney Store was giving out a free poster set for the first 100 people that bought something, so I wanted to buy something because of that. And also, you know, I wanted something to review, you know, like as soon as possible for Force Friday. So I had a few personal reasons why I was willing to pay full price for this guy. However, just like the rest of the figures in this assortment for me, I definitely am going to wait for them to go on sale. I think it's going to be pretty easy to get them at like $15 a piece by the time the movie comes out. So I would recommend, you know, waiting for this guy to go on sale, because it's going to happen. The only reason that I would say to get them to get them without him going on sale is if you're just really excited and you need it for a reason like that. So there you go. That's my video review of the Star Wars The Elite Series Elite Praetorian Guard. Let me know what you guys think of this figure, and thanks so much for watching.